Hi guys, I hope you're back. Umeshachukua chai, umeenda washroom, and you're back here to continue with this conversation. It's a deep conversation, very reflective, introspective. So I understand. Hata mimi niko hapo. So tuendelee tu, au sio? Hey, Njeri, umetupeleka mbali, but it is good.
Yeah.
We are getting to understand where we are coming from so that we can forge ahead vizuri.
Exactly.
Healed. Hey, I really appreciate for this. As I
Yeah.
always say, my people, inajifanyia hii kwanza. So hata usiposikiza mimi najua nitahil from this.
Na kama ni wewe tu tahil, it's okay.
Sawa.
It's a whole generation itahil. Because you see,
people...
a man lays foundation for the whole generation.
So I want my generation to be secure.
Yeah.
That's why we are doing this. Tukiongea here about a man laying the foundation.
Yeah.
What are the effects of a father's presence and absence from a child's life? Maybe both genders.
Both genders.
Yes.
Let's start with the effect of dad's presence from a positive lens.
Yeah.
You'll notice kids that grew up with, and not just presence like ako to physically, but emotional presence, spiritual presence, financial presence, you'll notice those kids are very securely attached. What do I mean? Emotionally, they're secure. When I mean securely attached, what do I mean? Like how they emotionally connect to people is from a very secure point of view. Number one, they have the aspect of boundaries. They don't fear like to say, no, I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. You are disrespectful. They don't lack that. You'll notice they have the aspect of allowing people to be who they are, and also they allow themselves to be who they are. Control is not their form of view or identity. You'll notice they take up risks.
I'm very bad at that.
They take up risk because there was security. Dad's presence enables kids to trust. You see that inner instincts of adventure, inner instinct, because dads, they do rough play with children. Which is good. Which is really good.
Tafadhali mothers.
Moms should allow that. That's the way they connect to children is not the same way moms will connect. Remember, mom's role is a nurturer. The dad's role, he brings that energy of... Yeah, the mom analeta the nurturing. So mom atakuwa like protective. Don't do that, Don't, Yeah. But a dad, the rough play is how they connect to the kids. They're the ones who throw the kid in the water. Wanawafunza survival skill. They're the ones who throw the kids up. Why? Because the kids are learning to trust the dad will catch me. So for them, they don't fear taking risks in the world. They can choose to pack everything and go to another country and start, and they know they're going to succeed. They're not scared to go for their dreams. They're not scared to apply for jobs. They're not scared to take up roles. They don't just dwell on familiarity. They have the ability of trusting what they carry. They have deep sense of confidence that you cannot take away from them. Whether an introverted child or an extroverted child or an ambiverted child, you will notice the presence of a dad gives kids the aspect of confidence. And it will show up in adulthood. Because dads, they give security, they give protection. The presence of a dad makes you to look at love not from a place of performance. Because you feel like unconditionally you are loved. So you don't feel you need to compromise your well-being.
For you to be loved.
For you to be loved. You don't stay performative. Because the presence of a dad makes you so secure in self. Unaona ile self-worth tulikuwa tunaongea about who are you when this is taken away, all that. Because dad's presence gives a child that aspect of love that is safe. So the presence of a dad will make someone secure, take up risks, good relationships. Especially for the girl. Because a dad is the first love to a girl. So a girl will not lower the bar The dad has set the precedent that
Yeah.
this is how men should treat you.
Yeah.
So you notice the presence of a dad will enable a girl to be sure in terms of what is love and what is not.
Love.
What is not love. You'll notice that the aspect of work ethic comes from dad.
Not for mom.
Work ethic mostly comes from dad. You'll notice the way a dad has excellence,
Yeah.
a dad has reliability,
Yeah.
a dad has the aspect of showing up. Kids that experience that, they don't struggle with that.
All righty.
They learn the skill of work ethic. They learn the skill of, showing up. If you said you're going to show up, they have that ability because of the presence of a dad. For a boy, they don't struggle with identity as a
Totally.
man when the dad is present, because the dad plays a big role in a boy. A woman cannot make a man. It takes a man to make a man.
We did have such a conversation before we even started with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
We were trying to see, can a woman play the fatherly
Yes.
role?
Yes.
And can the father
Yeah.
also play a motherly role?
Yeah.
But umejibu, it's impossible.
Yeah, a mom can be a mom.
Only.
A mom can offer nurturing, but you find there are moms that have the aspect of good work ethic that kids can learn from, especially if they don't have a dad around. And that's why you'll find some kids brought up by single moms. They don't struggle with confidence and risk. They saw their moms, and it's people with a certain temperament, women.
Oh.
Mostly cholerics. Because you find cholerics is a temperament,
Yeah.
and you'll find women that have that element of choleric element, they have an aspect where work ethic is 101.
Kabisa.
They show up there,
They do it,
integrity, they will, no excuse and everything. So you find kids that grow up with a mom that shows up and everything, and they don't have a father figure, they can take from that. But that doesn't mean the mom is playing a dad role. No. The mom is playing a mom role, is their character that the children will emulate, from their way of showing up. But a mom can only be a mom, a dad can be a dad.
So what, going back to the single parenthood scenarios, so how does this single mother or single father use the other gender? It's like trying to bridge.
The gap.
How do you do this?
So number one is to take the role of being a dad. Let's start with a single dad. Take the role of being a dad fully for the child, present physically, emotionally, and all that. And expose the child to safe nurturing around him. You get? So if it's a sister that you love their nurturing element, is to enable them, to encourage, to foster that relationship. Same applies to a single mom. If your dad, now as the mom, if your dad is someone like you look up to, you can create time for your son to spend time with their guka, their grandfather, so that they can feel that masculine energy, because there are things, especially with a boy, a mom cannot do. But they will see their grandfather do, and they will want to emulate. So that element will fit that. Or role models around you, but who you've tested again, their character, and who you can trust their character.
Yeah, that is awesome. I think we've had, you can look for people around you who you've tested their character. Because hapa ni character tunaangalia sana. Yes. Njeri, you mentioned about the presence of a father and the effects. What about the absence?
Okay, good. The effect of absence of a dad, let me start with a girl. Number one, she will believe that love it's more of doing than being. So she'll be a performer in relationships.
And you'll get tired.
She'll become Bob the Builder, wanting to build men, wanting to put men together, at her expense, because she's trying to prove her worth to every man that comes. Because a child, when the parent is not present, either dad or mom, it's rejection.
Whoa.
A child's brain will not internalize, mom had to go abroad to study. A child's brain will not internalize, they separated, one had to be far from the other. The brain of a child will take that as rejection. the brain of a child will take that as abandonment. Remember, I mentioned with your parents, you never outgrow being a child.
Yeah.
So if a dad's presence is not there in a girl's life or a boy's life, they have already a deep wound of rejection. So they are trying to prove this rejection by choosing people that won't choose them. To prove what? The wound of rejection. Abandonment. They will go for men that, especially girls, men that are not emotionally available. Remember, the brain works with familiarity.
That is what is familiar with.
That is what is familiar. So even attracting, it's men that are not emotionally available. You know? For a boy, you will notice identity crisis. Because they're trying to latch on things. They don't have like a role model
to look up to.
So they will try work to become like part of their identity. They try power, they try this. So you find there's a dented identity element for a boy. So they grow up being a man that maybe their dad was never there and they saw their mom maybe struggle with providing. So their mind goes to, if I provide financially, tuko sawa. So when they marry, they become like they sacrifice, they give everything. They are compensating for the child that was never provided for by the dad. And when someone touches and they say, I don't feel like you're there for me, they get really triggered. Like, what do you mean? Do you know what I go through to be able to be there for you guys financially? Because he's fixing the part where he felt. Remember, men are solution givers. So not acknowledging the emotional part and the other aspect. You'll notice a man that has had the lack of presence of a dad. You'll notice they'll struggle with male friendships.
Totally.
Be around other men. So they'll either want men that are below them to boost their ego, to boost their ego.
If you try to challenge his life, character, na nini,
detaches. They will be very controlling.
Yeah.
Most times you'll find because they felt it was out of control. So you find most men will end up becoming really controlling because they think that is what the element of leadership is about.
You have to be in control.
You have to be in control because they didn't see control as a child. They didn't feel in control as a child. Yeah. So they want to feel in control. So they want to control everything.
So I think this is leadership.
Yes. They will struggle with ego.
Yeah.
As an identity. Anything to boost their ego, if it's women, if it is power, if it is money, you'll notice there's an aspect of ego. Why? The wound of rejection. They want to be seen. They want to be chosen. They wanted to be preferred. It's coming from a deep wound.
And yeah, we need to heal. We need to go back and heal. So that you can lead well.
Yeah, you'll notice most of them, especially those that marry and they don't get to do the work, they will not be available for their family. There are those who now overcompensate and want to be there for the family. But there are those who are going to now not be there.
We break down overcompensation.
There are those who are going to overcompensate that they now become so protective of their kids that it becomes the danger to their children. Like they want to be everywhere what they're doing. Like they want
to be there in their lives. Hiyo pia ni shida.
Because you're not giving them the sense of autonomy. Because you feel like when you give them autonomy, it's like umewachilia.
But hiyo bado ni a wound you're trying to
feel. Because exactly. Unajua kuna stage you raise your kid and then you start trusting them.
Yeah.
You know?
You can do something.
Exactly. There's a time you trust them, so they come to you for consultation.
Yeah.
They come to you for advice, for direction, but they have the ability to make decisions by themselves.
And this is only done in their
Yes,
years when
in
they're
the years
growing.
when they're growing. A girl, when the dad is not present, they struggle in their sexuality. So intimacy becomes more of proving self.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Fathers tuko na kazi.
Yeah. They struggle with that aspect. Now it becomes performance. So they use that as a point for men to choose them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They use that as a point of wanting a man to choose them, a man to validate them. When a woman has, do you know, actually, there's something I was reading in line of psychology that's saying that our financial behavior mostly comes from our relationship with our dads, our relationship with money.
Ebu break hiyo chini. Hiyo hata nataka kujiangalia hapo tena. Hope you are getting this. That our financial behavior
Yeah,
depends
mostly of it, most part of it comes from our relationship with our dads.
How?
You will notice that, and this I'm still reading about it, and they were saying like you'll notice there are people who like really spend, and if you sit, and I've seen that in therapy, when you sit down and they're like, okay, your spending is wanting according to your income, and you'll notice they'll say the only time I felt close to my dad is when he was spending on me. So when they want to feel closer to their dad, what do?
They spend.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hii maisha.
Yeah. Yes. So you notice the absence of a dad brings the aspect of lack of confidence in a girl. Work, they struggle with work ethic, most of them. The aspect of autonomy, that independence in thinking, in making decisions. Because, you know, dad brings that logical side of solving problems, of giving solutions. So you find decisive women. And indecisive women mostly, and indecisive men. Because no one held their hand to give
show them this. This is how you make decisions.
Yes.
Hey, okay. I think one of the reasons why nilitoka home is that I felt I can't make decisions for myself. So I'm sorry, Dad, if you're listening to this for the first time. Nilifeel nishamaliza shule. What am I doing here? Bado dad ananifanyia kila kitu. Everything. Mimi nitaka kwenda kwanza. My own life pia. I think sasa nikapata tu a window ya kutoka.
Kupenya.
Nilienda na
Noka close kabisa. Do you know, and thank you for sharing that. Do you know most people right now in session, they're telling me they've not gone home for like 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. They had to go search self first. Sort self first.
Yes.
Because home was just so chaotic and everything, and this inner push of there's more in me than this aspect. So control over dad. And if you notice, where was your dad coming from? To notice akona wound from his dad.
Huyu hata kukuwa na baba yake. He never saw the father. I think he died before he was born. Now I understand him.
What are you understanding about him?
That whatever he was doing, he was trying to compensate for what he lacked.
And for him, all he knew, he was doing the best. He was the best dad to you.
Yes.
And for you, you didn't need that. That's not what you needed. Una feeling kama anakusuffocate. So anafanya from his wound and his way of thinking, I'm the best dad to this child. But to you, you're feeling like, you're suffocating. You're too much. You're suffocating me. And then you feel like, sai ndo unakuja overcompensate. As I was growing, you went to boarding school at 9. He wasn't there. You didn't learn to sit with him every day after school and say, how was your day? What did you do? So when in adulthood, he wants to come and, una struggle kotu zile za, sasa how do I give you my ideas? How do I, utaniget?
Ni ukweli.
Venye anafikiria Chris anakuanga is not...
That is not the real Chris.
So unapata they become kunakuwa na problem.
That is very, very, very true. Mimi at times, not at times, most of the times, I don't feel anything kasiendi home. I don't. As long as mi nimepiga simu ama nimepata, na pia si lazima nipige.
Unaweza si kitu
mi niko tu,
automatic
ati
utapiga.
lazima ni connect nipige home nifanye nini. That is where inatokea.
That's a representation of home was not home. That's why for you that's not a big deal.
Wenye tumeagree nitakuja baadaye as a client.
Karibu. Yeah, but are you seeing the importance of a dad?
Yeah, I'm
A dad
really
brings
seeing.
the essence of identity, because a dad teaches a girl how to be loved. Her sense of self-worth. You know, her deep sense of self-worth. A dad shows a girl that you are worthy to be chosen.
Yeah.
A dad shows a girl you can be anything that you want to be in this world.
You go fly.
You go fly. So a dad builds trust in children.
For those of us who've not been there, what do we do now? Anything that we can try and
to bring it
a prescription.
So even before I go there, also a dad gives a sense of direction.
Yeah.
And vision.
Nakwambia unaongea kila kitu najiona tu hapa ndani.
Yeah, a dad brings leadership, vision, direction. So unakuta when a dad is in a family but he's not taking the place that he should, you find the home gets, order makes a family. Like even the word of God says, God is a God of order.
Yeah.
You notice when a man is not in place of order, a home becomes crumbled. Kuna kosa direction, kuna kosa vision, kuna kosa alignment. So nakuta kuna kuwa na issues, even people get in bad marriages as a result of,
this.
Yeah.
Further studies.
Exactly. And girls become very controlling, like wanting to protect themselves because they were not protected by their dad. So they build walls around them. Yeah, so dads play a very big role. They become you notice girls that didn't have the presence of a dad, they become very protective. Because they are trying to protect the child that didn't feel protected. So they'll even say, I don't want marriage. But in real essence, they're rejecting their dad, not the marriage. Because for them, the image of marriage is how their dad was.
Which was so bad.
Bad. So when a man tries to love them, be kind or safe, they reject that. Yeah. Now I can answer what you've asked. How do you get yourself to be able to navigate that? Remember, you're not blaming. Blaming keeps you in your situation, Acknowledging makes the child in you to feel calm. Blaming is like an excuse. It's a coping mechanism to ni kama deflect from what is really happening and put it on someone. It's a cognitive distortion, So it keeps you in that state as a victim. So number one is to go back and acknowledge, especially those men that maybe their dads were not there and they want to believe that their dad is a superhero. My dad is the best, and do know that they have created a fantasy to avoid hurting themselves. So they end up being people pleasers towards their dad, trying to buy love or trying to gain that validation from their dad. Kabisa. So how do you go about it? Number one is to acknowledge that your dad hurt you. Acknowledge it was painful. Acknowledge there was rejection. Acknowledge there was abandonment. Acknowledge he let you down. You acknowledging, you're not making it about him. Now you're taking ownership. You see what I keep saying? What happened to you is not your fault. But what happens to you after you are an adult, it's your responsibility. So you are taking full ownership that as a result of separation and divorce in our family, let me use myself, as a result of separation and divorce, for me, marriage became like a big factor for me because I was just like, I can't just wait to grow up and have my family, treat my husband the best, be the best wife to my husband. You see, it was the child that really
Yeah.
wanted that picture of a family. So for me, I kept fantasizing,
Yeah.
going to dream world alone. But in real essence, I'm just trying to soothe the pain that that girl is feeling because of the broken family. I am a family person. I love family. So for me, that was my element. But if you see, my sister, hers was totally different. For her, she was just like, marriage is not my thing.
Done.
Mimi, I'll focus on growing, having my career, being the best person in the world and everything. You see, we're in the same scene, but outcome ni tofauti.
Tofauti kivipi?
Kabisa. Do you know some things I tell my sister? She's like, Aya, that was happening. Aya,
didn't-
you know, because you're in the same scene but different outcome. So you see the aspect of healing. You go to the crime scene. Remember, we are not staying there.
No.
We are going there to get information.
Yeah.
Because that formed a narrative identity of you. So acknowledging what happened, acknowledging the pain, and allowing yourself feel it, not dwell. Not dwell.
No,
Just
you're not
feel
dwelling
it.
there.
No. When you dwell there, it is going to be hard. Feeling it, when you feel it, and then you look at who have you become as a result of this. First, you are acknowledging. After before acknowledging, you're naming the wounds. You're naming the pain that came up. You're naming what happened, the pain. Number 2, you're acknowledging how you felt, how your experience was. Number 3, now you are now looking at who have you become as a result of all this that has happened. Then you look at what were your needs. Because once you understand what were your needs, you now start reparenting yourself.
Where?
You become the parent you desired your parent to be, which is a lot of work. Extremely. If your wound was rejection, you start accepting yourself with your weaknesses, with your
everything that is
everything. You don't go to only areas that people clap and people validate. You also acknowledge the part of what you don't like about yourself, So you reparent from that point. If it is showing up for yourself, you know what makes you not to be able to show up even if you set goals and all that? It's because bado ja acknowledge. So we have the inner child in us and the adult self. The adult self is the person that goes to you to work, is the person that picks projects. That's your logical side. But the inner child is the emotional side. And when you don't see the child in you by acknowledging the pain, validating and assuring, we are not there.
No.
Look at where we are at. Here it's safe. Here it's this. Practicing presence
of
yourself. And it's as easy as when you're taking tea in the morning, just sit. Don't take tea when you're scrolling. Or when you're watching something. You will start noticing your feelings. You will start noticing your thoughts. You'll come back
to you.
You'll come back to you, because what pain from the past does, it disconnects you from you to protect you. But for you to come is as simple as small things. You see, when I said I help people heal from the past, live in the present. Because presence enables you to be able to say, I'm not in that home where people used to fight.
It's no longer there.
I'm no longer there. I am here. I am here. And it's things like, after you've served the world, what do you do for yourself in the evening?
Where? Do we really even have that time? Do we think we have that time to do anything for ourselves?
But if we have time to do for other people, we
You
can
have
have
time
time for you to do for yourself.
True.
And it can be as simple as having your phone off and everything and deciding before I go, be there for example, you be there for your son, be there for your wife. You'll be like, okay, to decompress, let me take a walk, a 15 minutes walk.
On your own, hata simu imezimu.
Wacha ni breathe in, wacha ni breathe out. Wacha ni notice the trees. Wacha ni notice the birds. Let me remove my shoes. Let me touch the ground. Let my senses come back. What you're doing, you're bringing your feeling sense, your tasting sense, your touch. You're bringing yourself back to your body so that your body can feel present. When your body feels present, you feel safe. The safety that you lacked at home. So you don't feel the need to protect yourself by fighting, flighting. No,
Yeah.
you start feeling the need to be alive, to live, And that's when you can be able to be like, to look at your past, not as danger, but as a point of just reflecting. So you name the pain, acknowledge the emotions, look at who you have become as a result of these things, then reparent yourself by meeting those needs. And therapy.
Go for therapy too.
Yeah.
I think therapy is what will make you go.
Yes, will
through
help
those
you.
things.
Will help your subconscious mind to come to conscious.
Yep.
Journaling helps a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. When you journal, you notice your brain starts showing you even images, or you start noticing things because you're in touch with yourself.
Journaling is just sitting down and writing everything that happened.
No. There people do it differently. I've noticed by working with men, men don't. There are those who are able to journal like write, but most men journal by just jotting down
Short things.
short things. And after that, they will feel like an exhale, like, and they're like, oh, so this is what is really happening. It's not that I've been taken back to pain. When you've come from homes that were traumatic, any disorientation, your brain will not understand that ni gari imepancha. Your brain will be like, danger. So your body, your mind will go to, how do we survive? Fight, flight, freeze. But when you start jotting down, you realize, it's not danger as we thought. It is just this occurrence. It's a separate situation. So you start disconnecting from your past controlling you.
Yeah.
You start being in the present.
Hiyo ni skill ama ni something that I'm gonna learn?
It's a skill.
Journaling down.
Yeah, journaling down. Journaling is very important.
That one nitajaribu sana nione how to do this.
Yeah.
And watching further studies.
Of course,
podcasts.
yes.
You learn all these things.
Yes.
By the way, you've said about ukitaka kunywa chai, yani just switch up everything and mimi ninakuanga na shida ya kusikiza podcasts every now and then. Hata nikioga kuna kitu kwa masikio. Tukidrive kuna kitu kwa masikio. Tukidrive kuna kitu kwa masikio. So hiyo zote
zina overstimulate your system.
Exactly.
And your body haitajua. Hii overstimulation is just from listening. Itaenda to danger zone. Itaenda to danger zone.
Sasa ni kutulia kidogo kwanza.
Kutrain your body to rest. In fact, rest. Have you ever noticed when you're rested is when you get sick? If you had abandoned yourself. And we have different rests. We have physical rest, mental rest, spiritual rest, cognitive rest.
Hizo zote naenda kusoma tu.
Financial rest, social rest. Yeah, rest is broad.
Si kuna tu kulala physical.
Hapana. Kuko na aspect of mental rest where you disconnect from, from gadgets and all that. And then you journal, you dump your thoughts. So when you sleep, you're sleeping empty. There's cognitive, especially nyinyi creatives.
Sisi tunatumika sana.
Yeah, so your brain is always hyper and there are times to switch it off and just, play, color, draw, Yeah, just use your psychomotor. Build things. If you love building men, fixing like something like this. Just start putting it together so that your nervous system can be calm.
Sio kila time tu kukimbia kimbia.
Nervous system yako ikiwa calm, utaanza kujijua. Utaanza kusikia like, I'm present. Now you're not running away.
No.
Now you're not trying to use something else, you know. You'll notice that anytime you start regulating your nervous system, your healing starts there. Because your body has to be safe for the healing to take place.
Yeah, niko na pointers hapo. I'm gonna do all these things nakwambia.
Yeah, spiritual rest, you know, gratitude. It enables you to come to the present. Releasing things beyond your control because there's a higher power than yourself.
You can't control everything.
You can't control
be in
everything.
every
You
place,
can't
every night.
yes, you can't fix people. You can't fix
Accepting
it.
that.
You can't fix situations. There are situations that will just you can, and there are those you have to release.
Yeah, hizo rest zote nilikuwa nadhania tu ni moja ya physical.
Uko na
Hivyo ndio watu nafikiria.
Financial rest uko nayo by budgeting, not living beyond your means. Boundaries with money, being able kuambia family, I can only give this, I can't give out more than this. That's rest.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because uta notice when, especially if the absence of a dad in both girls and boys, uta notice that you want to always fix people, fix things, and be in control. But when you get to a point where now you are calm and safe, you don't want even to fix people.
Watu hata si wangu, ni wa Mungu.
Exactly. That's what Mona nimekwambia, when you have a dad that is present, you don't feel the need to fix people, to control people. You have the ability to let people be and let yourself be.
The one will say, when a child is around both the father and the mother in a functional home.
In a functional home. They are free.
They are free.
They are free.
Mi sina
Hawashindi wakiangalia their back like this. They are free. They're just children. They are protected.
They are covered.
They are covered emotionally, physically. Hawana haja ya kucheck their back. So trusting for them becomes easy. Because their world view is that people can be trusted. Because their dad and mom can be trusted. Now what I'm getting in session is that also them they're learning that the world is not like that. Exactly. Not everyone is like that. So for them, the things they're dealing with is the aspect of understanding that, hey, you have to also have discernment. You have to also not going like all trusting and all that. Yes.
This is an awesome session, nakwambia.
Yeah.
Hii conversation, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Ina feel too much, but I like it kwa sababu sasa my antennas are high, so naenda kupitia again this conversation. I write down pole, I try and see what happened that now makes me do whatever I do, and how can I be a better person, a better human, be present, be present for myself, for my family, for my children, for those around me. Yeah. Because they need this healed man.
Exactly. And this healed man, I affirm that this healed man cannot give from an empty cup. He can't. He can't. He can't give. He can't be the best dad from an empty cup.
You can't.
He can't give from to the wife from an empty cup. No. That's why it's important, men, to see their worth. Because your worth will make you to know, I am worthy to rest.
Yes.
Your worth will make you to know that being overstimulated, overworking is not where people will see me and appreciate me. It's where you see yourself first and you acknowledge, I am tired. Can I take, which rest do I need so that I can be the best version of self for the family? It's also the aspect as Christians, a man aligning with Christ spiritually, because it will give you the spiritual rest.
Yep.
Then you'll not feel like you need to carry your whole family on your back. There are things you'll need to release surrender,
Yep.
and be like, this is beyond my control. You hand it over
To the one who is in control.
to the one who is in control. If someone didn't have a dad as a man, they'll be like, I didn't have a dad, and now I have a family. Lead me so that I can lead the family.
Yep. Submitting yourself to Christ.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah. So that aspect of a man seeing their worth is first knowing, and I'm speaking from the position of a Christian. As much as I'm a psychology, I'm a believer. I can't leave Christ, especially in this conversation of identity.
No.
Because as a believer, where is our identity coming from?
In Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Njeri, this is an amazing. Hey, na najua mimi we can continue talking paka.
Yeah.
Jua
Itue.
Yeah. This is awesome. Mimi, I have gotten so much.
Yeah.
And I really like that we've done this. There's so much that I'm going to go through.
Yeah.
As a man, as a father, just to understand how everything works and who I am.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Karibu sana.
I'm not so sure if there's something you like to. I'm not even sure. I know there's something that you can add.
Yeah.
And go on and go on.
Yes.
But because of our time, maybe for now, kwanza si utarudi tena?
Nitarudi tena.
Please, tunaweza kuwa resident
kabisa.
of other studies.
Kabisa, nitokea hapa tu kama nimesainiwa contract.
I think itabidi tufanye hivyo. This has been an amazing thing.
Yeah,
I now agree also with the crew who are telling me tulete pia ladies to scare from their perspective.
Yeah.
This is one of those.
I'm glad.
This is one of those. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Maybe you can give an advice to fathers and also maybe single parents to allow the other gender in. I think so.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So where do I look there?
I think so.
Yeah, to every man that would tune into Father Studies, where every man should watch this, actually should be watching Father Studies, what I would say is, before you're a man, you're a human. Before you're a dad, you're a human. Before you're a husband, you're a human. So going deep into understanding your identity is very important, because we cannot do without men. We cannot do without fathers. We cannot do without men standing up in their position. But then we need men that are healed so that they can create safety. When a man stands upright in their true identity and in safety, the home stands well, the country stands well, the church stands well, because they carry the aspect of identity. They carry the aspect of foundation. They're the backbone of a family. And even if you're gone far from yourself as a man, it's not the end. So long as you're alive, it's a chance every day to be better than you were yesterday. The competition is not the car you're driving. The competition is not how much you're earning. That is not the standard of measuring success. Your standard of measuring success is a better man than you were yesterday. And every day, if you can work in becoming better, acknowledging yourself, and also feeling that asking for help is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it's a sign of strength, of seeing your deep sense of worth, that you need help. You're human, so there are times you will fall, there are times you will mess up, there are times you will fail, but that doesn't mean you stay there. That means you wake up, you look at the situation, you feel it, you address it, and you rise up. Because as women, children, the community, the society, we need men. And we need healed men, safe men, so that we can raise a safe nation. For any single mom or single dad, it's painful when a family breaks, and it is painful when you've had to take care of the children for some point alone, and then the other parent wants to come into the life of the children. It's painful when a family breaks. No one gets into a family so that it can break. However, there's a difference between your relationship with your children and the relationship of the other parent with the child. The other child does not understand what happened into your marriage. All they need is a dad. All they need is a mom. As hard as it is, it's the aspect of God's grace. It's not easy at all. Also addressing the wounds that you carry and being able to see your kids from a point of this is their parent. You cannot control who their dad is, but to a child, a dad will be a superhero. To them, a mom, it will always be their safe space emotionally and a nurturer. And that's a need for the child. So being able to separate yourself from the child and enable the child to go through it without making them to feel guilty or without making them to feel like they need to choose one parent over the other. And it's not easy, but it's being able to see the need of your child and being able to understand that without a dad, the wound will be there. Without a mom, the wound will be there. So yeah, I pray for wisdom, understanding, and be the aspect of being a bigger person than what you've gone through, which is hard and painful. However, is to think bigger picture of who you want your child to become. Yeah, that's what I can say.
Whoa. Hey, Njeri, how can we get in touch with you?
Yeah.
Please tell us, because I know so many of us will start streaming your way.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yes.
Please.
I'm on Instagram as _Esther Wawero. I'm on Instagram as _Esther Wawero, and also on TikTok, where I do like a lot of videos, because I want to lay a lot of information for someone maybe who can't afford therapy or can't be there, can't be able to show up for therapy. And also they can get me through my number. Can I share my number?
Yes, kabisa,
Okay.
haraka sana.
They can get me through my number 0727 231 511, or email me at fountainofhealing@gmail.com. Thank you.
You've had Fountain of Healing.
Yes.
Let's seek healing so that we can show up as better men, better fathers, better husbands, better uncles, better brothers. Yani, we are needed everywhere, right? I've gotten so much from this session. I've gotten so much from Njeri. Thank you so much. I can't really thank you enough. Thank you for your time, for your wisdom, for your clarity. Yani, ningekuwa na kile kitu kwa hii dunia ningekupatia. Nashukuru sana. May God increase you. May God give you the grace to be able to help so many of us so that you can have a better country, better families, societies, all those things. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you too for having me here.
Until next time, please subscribe, comment, share this information with somebody around you. Share it with another man. Share. Tusiwe wanaume wa kutoseek information. The word of God says that his people perish because of lack of knowledge. This is a place where we are learning. This is knowledge, so that we can be better people, better men, right? Kindly share. If you have a question or what, DM. We'll be able to link you to Njeri if that is something that you'll need. Let's build this community of men, godly men, right? Until next time, we thank you so much. May God bless you. May God be with you. May God increase you. May God heal you, help you in the healing journey so that you can show up well to your children. This is Father Studies.
Oh yeah. Oh, I am a man. That's who I am, a man. That's what you have created me to.